Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. So during the week, a package arrived from Sonora, Hermosillo to be precise, and I thought, this can't be beer. It's too small. It's not like a normal pack of beer. But it wasn't bottles, it was cans. And it was rather well packaged, to be honest. These were some beers from a brewery I hadn't come across before, called BuquiBichi. I received 12 bottles, although just 8 of their brews. So I'm going to start off, like I did with Colima and others, by 2 lower strength beers. Then I'll go up to the stronger beers. So I'll probably do 4 little videos, maybe 3. So I'm going to start off with their one called UltraBichi, which is one of those ultra beers. I don't know why ultra. It's like the light beer, basically. I don't really know why they use the term ultra, to be honest. We have that with Amstel and other brews. And the second is a 4.8, and this is called Banquetera, which is a Kolsch style beer. I'm not quite sure what the UltraBichi is. Maybe it's a Pilsner. But one thing I've noticed is that it's very pure in its ingredients. It just says water, malt, hops, some adjuncts, so maybe it's some rice in there, and yeast. I think in ultra beers there are more adjuncts, whether it's rice or corn or whatever. But the Kolsch one, the Banquetera, is purely water, hops, barley malt, and yeast. And this brewery has quite a good reputation. It looks as they've won the Beer World Cup, or the World Beer Cup, and they've been voted best brewery in a couple of years, 2019, 2022, 23, and 24. Yeah, quite a good claim to fame, isn't it? Looking at these cans, it looks like they've been very clever in that they just have one basic can design, which I think is just black with the BuquiBichi logo around the top, and then the labeling wrapped around is just a basic plastic one, which is quite clever in many ways. It certainly saves costs. So let's start off with the Ultra. It's quite a nice label, isn't it? Rather nice modern style, certainly nicer than the labels of many breweries. So let's try this. I'm not really one for light beers. I really don't like them at all. And ultras, yeah, I'm kind of so about them. But yeah, it looks like the average kind of Cerveza light. Yeah, the head kind of disappears quickly, but then who does drink them from the glass? People would generally drink this out of the can. So, the colour is okay, but I would have liked the head to be retained, but at least they haven't used the chemicals which give head retention, which you do see in many of the new beers these days. Like a list of chemicals, like a chemistry set. It's a slightly sweet aroma. Mild hoppiness in there. I've tried a couple of these ultras, like the ones from Amstel and I can't remember who else. Anyway, they're not really ones to consider, but this one, compared to the Amstel Ultra, has flavour. And it's what, 3.6% alcohol, which is actually slightly higher than some of the ultras that you do come across. There's a nice flavour to that. Kind of slightly dry, so there's a good amount of hops in there. That's rather nice. Certainly beats those other ultras, as I say. That's nice. I do like that. And I'm not a fan of light or ultra beers. That does have a nice dryness. That surprised me. When I saw the word ultra, I immediately thought, oh no, but I'm pleasantly surprised by it. There's a lovely aftertaste to this. Actually, there is a flavour to this. Something lacking in those other ultra beers and also light beers, to be honest. Yeah, there's a lovely flavour to this beer. Not in the initial flavour, but the after flavour. Surprisingly, I haven't burped with this one. But yes, that's a surprising light beer. Actually, it's slightly higher than what you get or what you normally see in ultras and light beers. But yeah, that's like a nice session beer. It's a good beer that you can just, if you don't want a lot of alcohol, to just enjoy with friends at a barbecue or whatever. Yeah. That's rather nice. I'm surprised by the fact it says ultra. Anyway, on to the next. So, on to the next, which is called Banquetera. A Kolsch beer, German style, from the city of Cologne in Germany. And they say that a Kolsch it's a very pure beer. And because of this, there's no chance of any hangover should you imbibe on many a Kolsch. But you know, it's a nice, typically German colour, like a Pilsner or other German beer. It's nice. And one thing is with this, the head is staying. It's not disappearing like the Ultra did. Very nice citrus note there. Slightly herbal as well. There's a herbal note there, which is nice. Oh, that's delicious. Very hoppy. A lovely hoppiness to that. I love the the labeling on the can. I mean, it's very eclectic in what it's saying, like little snippets of history, notes, etc. Oh, this would be nice with seafood. Yeah. Very good. That's just an aside, but I like to batch food and beer. It's a good flavoured beer, as it says. 4.8%. So it's getting around or a little above the normal Mexican average for beers. That has such a lovely flavour. There's this dryness, this wonderful flavour. It really coats the cheeks. It dances on the tongue. It's not a strong hoppiness like those American IPAs, but it's a hoppiness that really works with the malt in the beer. And looking at the ingredients, which are just, as it says, water, hops, barley malt, and yeast. It follows the German rule of the Reinheitsgebot, which is the German purity law from, I think, goes back to the 1500s. I think it's the earliest consumer law in history, to be honest. It really is about how pure the beer should be for the consumer. Yeah, something that many breweries don't seem to follow. And it would be nice if they did. But this, I'm really enjoying this one. That is lovely. You can tell the purity of it in the flavour. It doesn't have that little hint of human or laboratorial intervention. that really is just good beer. Yeah. A brewery I've not heard of before, and already the first two beers are incredible. Really enjoyable beers. What are the others going to give me? I wait in hope. How would I grade these? Yeah, the Banquetera. Yeah, that's got to be a 9. It is so good. And the UltraBichi, it may be a lower alcohol ultra beer, but it blows all those others like Amstel and those others which I never buy out of the water. It's not as good as the Banquetera. It's thinner, obviously, but it's only 8.5 for that one. Wow. If these two are the openers for that box that came from Sonora, then I'm going to look forward to the beers from BuquiBichi. So, until my next session with BuquiBichi, enjoy your beer. Wherever you are. Cheers. Bye for now.